I like to say Barak Thay Hawa, Barak Thay Hawa Shah, Barak Thay Hawa, Barak Thay Hawa Shah, Bahashim Rakaha Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So, as you can see on the screen, you have the Netherlands, which is in a riot due to the lockdown measures, right? The restrictions, right? You also have rioting going on in India and other situations that have taken place as well. But going into the book of 2nd Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when I see as part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he had made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So these things were spoken of even the days before thee, even from the beginning, right? Going back into the book of Isaiah 46. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, verse 10. And the scripture says, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures. Now, it says the things not yet done. So let's go back into this. This is the book of Daniel's, chapter 12, verse 1. And the scripture says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in a book. So let's go back to this Isaiah 46 and 10. Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10, and the scripture says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures. Right? So going back to 2nd Ezra 9:3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? There's things in the scriptures, right, that are spoken about that is according to prophecy, right? Going back into the book of Matthew 24 and 6, it says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows, right? So these are things that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has spoken to the prophets about, right? So going back into that 2nd Ezra 9 and 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, right? Going back into the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 3, it says, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thy abominations. And my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come, the end is come. It watches for thee, behold, it is come. So going back to 2nd Ezra 9 and 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning, and the end is manifest. Right? So the end of America is manifest, by way of what? These prophecies coming to fruition, right? These events taking place here on the earth is the things that the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have written and the prophets speak of these things. So 2nd Ezra 9:6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. Right? So endings and effects and signs. So let's go back to the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. This is 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. And I'll start at the, let's see here, 14th verse. It says, woe to the world, right? Woe means destruction. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So these times are coming, right? You have all of these riotings and protestings going on, with the people in the world. Why? Because, let's get it, Proverbs 29:2, and the scripture says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? The people are not rejoicing. You don't see happy faces and smiles, right? You see a lot of anger, frustration, It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, right? So going back to the book of Malachi 1:4, let's find out who the wicked is. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Right? So the Lord have indignation for the nation of Esau forever, right? And the wicked is who? Esau, Edom, right? Which is a so-called white man, right? Because the scriptures tell you that Esau is Edom. So matter of fact, let's get it. This is Genesis 36:8. Let's get it. And it says, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir. So you make the connection between the so-called white man and Esau. The scriptures tell you that Esau will be the border of wickedness. Well, who in the world shows forth wickedness? Well, so-called white man. So he's being pointed out, right? He's being pointed out. So 2nd Ezra 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? So as you can see, people are rioting, people are protesting, people are coming up against their government, their presidents, their governors, their senators, right? And all of these things are what? Prophesied, right? But other than that, I'm going to end it from there and say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadosh, the bonus, the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. I'd like to say Shalom.